I'm back again. We tried to have auctions all night long. And I ain't had no luck at it. I just don't know what's wrong. I don't know. Maybe the good Lord didn't want us to have one tonight. I don't know. I just have no idea. Right now we have zero people that's accompanying us. I was going to finish telling a story about how I got sick. And I got sick, guys. I did. You know, it's bad when you got cancer. It is. It's really a bad thing when you have cancer. But then when you get sick, oops. Then when you get sick on top of cancer, that's really bad too. Have I got a mark across there? But I I'm telling you, I was on the way up there to Bannis is getting that load of stuff. We got it loaded, and on the way back, and I'll skip a lot of that on the way back. I was sick all the way back. I'll just put it that way. From up on inside of Kentucky there, and all the way back, we got about to the house, and I told him, I said, Vannis, I said, if you wouldn't mind, would you speed the truck up a little bit? And he wondered why, and if he knew why, he would have sped it up quick. He sped that truck up, and we went on down through there, and as soon as he got in front of the house, I bailed out, and I was throwing up, and I was throwing up real bad, guys. It was so bad, and it was coming out like one of them, them hose bibs, you take and you turn it right up there. It was coming out just like that. Oh, it was so bad. And India came out there, and her and Vanis got me by each arm. And they led me into the house. And I appreciate that. Won't a lot of people do that? When you're sick and you got vomiting coming out your nose and your mouth and your ears and everywhere else. A lot of people wouldn't do that, but your friends will. Your friends, they sure will. They'll help you. They'll help you do that. And that's why a wife and a husband, they'll help you do that. Unless they got just a very, very weak stomach. And some do, and you can't blame them for it. But you just got to appreciate them and not take them for granted. Uh, they got me in here and they laid me down on the bed. And they said they would go ahead and take care of unloading stuff. And Vanis got out there and unloaded it by himself. You talking about a good guy. He sure is. He got out there and unloaded it by himself, pretty near all of it. And India said time she got out there, she done about he done about had it all unloaded. So then Ireland went out there off the front porch and packed it up on into the house. Keep make sure it kept dry and out of the elements and all that stuff. So we well, somebody's quilling tars. I hope they don't have to buy them. But she got that done, and I was laying just like I am right now, and I sort of feeling my head like this, and I got to feeling hot. So I don't know where it's at now, but I reach over here I reach over here to this thing right here, and I put it right there and rolled it around right like that. It didn't work. Put it right there. And I rolled it around right like that. And it says 79. I got the top lid on that. Let me see. I ain't got something right on it. Ah. Now this ain't working. I think she gave 50 some dollars for this. It says 83 now. I think I need to go to sleep tonight. Uh, I think I need to go to sleep tonight, guys. I really do. Got 6 people watching anyway, I was laying here about like that, and I looked at it and it said 90. No, it said 100 point something, and I told Indy, I said this thing is showing I've got a fever. Cause I felt up there before and I felt like I had a fever, and that's why she went and got that. And so she took it when she got back, and it was over 100. And she gave me a Tylenol, strong one, and took it. And then about a little bit later, it was 100.5. And anytime you're taking chemo, they tell you if your temperature gets over 100 or 101 or somewhere in between there, get your butt to the hospital because you got an infection going on somewhere in your body. So that's what I did. I called the hospital and tried to get a hold of the one that takes care of your nurses, your doctor's place when she's not there, the one that's on call. And I waited 45 minutes. She never did call back. And so I called back over there, and they said, just come on over. Said, we got a bunch of hospitalists here that's got, they can take care of you. And so I called the ambulance because Ruby was here. We were about to leave her here by herself. Uh, and so I just got an ambulance and went on over to Bowling Green. It's about 25 miles. And I mean, I probably could have drove, but I knew they was gonna keep me, and then we just got one car. So I drove on, or they drove me on over there, and I got over there, and they checked everything out, and started running blood work and doing all that stuff, and all this and all that, and nicest people you'd ever thought you'd seen in your life. I mean, the nicest people. And then all of a sudden, about and they even asked me if I wanted anything for pain. And that's one place you go to the hospital, they usually don't ask you if you want anything for pain. I don't care what condition you are. You know, if you got an arm hanging off, they don't usually ask you want something for pain. That's something they don't ask you anymore for. But the doctor did. He said, I'll get you something for pain to help your pain a little bit. I said, all right then, that helped me calm down anyway. And so he did, and it calmed me down. And all of a sudden, day shift flew in there. And they came in there like they had horns on. They did. I thought, what in the thunder? They had horns on. They had just an evil mask on their face. And I thought, what in the world is going on here in this place? They've switched from angels to demons in a heartbeat. I mean, first thing I had to do, there was a boy that had hair down about right here, which I ain't got nothing wrong with long hair. But that's the way for me to explain to you guys. He just said, looked at me, just went, bah, 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 just something just as hateful as it could be. And I was like, you tell him not to come back in my room, period. I don't want him back in here. And they said, who, that one? I said, yeah, tell him not to come back in here, please. I was like, I don't know, Lord, how much longer am I going to have to be in here? And then they looked at me and said, we're probably going to keep you all night for observation. And I thought, oh no, I'm about to stay for observation. And they kept me for observation. And I get up to the next floor. And they're got my bed ready and everything like that. And it's sort of a medium field there. Up there, it's halfway and halfway, sort of medium, and they was all right. They're always all right to me. I don't know what happened with that, and then yesterday there was a little incident too that took place. Y'all know how I sing. I was a singing and praising the Lord, and I finally got to feeling good. I got to thinking about Jesus, and I got to looking around, and there was people all around me. There was somebody there in a green t-shirt and or green shirt and green pants, and I could just when you can just almost see them, but they was right there. And I got telling that nurse about that. No, wrong thing to do. Don't tell a nurse that you can see somebody. Mm-mm. She said, "You mean you can see people that ain't there?" Well, if they see them, then they're there. And then she said, "You just hold on a minute. I'll be right back." I was like, "Oh, what have I done now, George Clayton? They're going to have me up on the psych ward." I said, "What have I done now? I'm just sitting there praising the Lord and singing and feeling good. There's nothing wrong with that." And I knew there wasn't nobody I could reach out and just shake his hand and pat him on the back or anything like that. I knew there wasn't nothing like that. But she made out like it was, and she tried to make out like that wasn't real, that couldn't really actually happen if God wanted it to happen. And that could happen if God wanted it to happen. And I told her that. And that's when she really got a little scared. When I told her that could happen if God wanted it to happen. And it can. I mean, so and she said, "I'll be back." She brought back the head nurse. And the head nurse, I told her, I said, "Listen up." I said, that's God can if he wanted Moses to come down here and talk to me right now, that Moses could come down and talk to me right now. I mean, they ain't nothing short that God can't do. And for you to say that he can't doesn't make it any less truer. I said, cancer has took a lot away from me. A whole lot. But that's one thing it's not going to take away from me. It is not going to take away salvation away from my soul. It is not going to take away salvation from me. And I let them know that pretty quick, and they left the room. Didn't see no more of them either. They was awful quiet when they came back in there. And I seen her a little bit later, because I had told them not to come back in the room. I seen her a little bit later. And I told her, I said, I apologize if I sounded rude or mean or anything like that. I said, but cancer's took a lot away from me and my family, and it's not going to take away my salvation and my God and my religion that I have. It's not going to take that away from me. Sure enough, not. And I think she understood that. And I cut up some too. I throw a little cut up in things I do. But I'm gonna get off here, I reckon, and not no auction tonight. But we're gonna try it again tomorrow night. Will y'all promise me to try to come back tomorrow night, and let's try to get 50 or 60 or 70 people here tomorrow night and get all this stuff sold and go get another big load, and then go try to get a tote. Buy what do you call it? I don't forgot what to call it now. by a big old abandoned totem building. Uh, go and try to do that. Y'all come back and we'll just keep on doing that till we get it going, guys. I'm hurting a little bit. I don't know when I took my medicine last. I'm starting to hurt a little bit, and I need to take some medicine. I think I'm hurting. I'm hurting over here above my chest. Good night, Georgie, old buddy. Good to see you tonight. Even if we didn't get to have an auction, it's good to see you. Maybe I needed to rest a little bit more tonight. I don't know. Uh, I just don't know. I'm hurting in my chest right there now. I don't know that I won't be in the hospital tomorrow. I just don't know. I just got so much worries and so much on my mind, and I miss my sister so much. I miss Kathy just so much. Somebody in the hospital last night, an older gentleman, or maybe younger than me, in the couple rooms over, was hollering, "Hey, Kathy, where you at? Hey, Kathy, where you at?" And I got to thinking, why is he hollering at? And of course, he might have been married to a Kathy or sister. He might have had a sister named Kathy, but I did not understand why he's hollering that. It really got on my nerves and stuff. But good night to all you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Good Lord willing. And this auction thing works. We'll have a fantastic auction. I love you guys, okay? You are all right. It'll be all right. I love y'all. Good night.